Has anyone else had really bad experiences when it comes to owning earphones, or am I just really unlucky? From late last year up until now, I've owned a total of about 10 different pairs of earphones, and I've managed to break every single pair. 10 earphones in less than a year. That's about 9 more compared to what normal people will use in a few decades. And you know what the thing is? I know why they break so often, but it's only taken me a good few years to stop doing that thing. And even then, the pair I have now are starting to fall apart. There are lots of reasons earphones could break, from the cord being stored in a weird way, to simple wear and tear, to even more extreme cases like putting your clothes in the wash while the earphones are in one of your pockets. But my main reason is because I always tend to bite on the cord when I'm using them. For me, it's more of a thing I do when I get nervous or anxious. Usually it's just the right side of the cord, or if it's a pair of Apple EarPods, I usually bite on or around the volume controls, and surprisingly, doing this made me feel a bit better. It essentially kept me distracted. So much so that I even started doing it when I felt neutral. So basically every single hour of every day. Ironically, a month or so after I start biting them, my anxiety reaches the peak of the bell curve. The signs are really subtle at first. The song I play randomly starts pausing, then the audio starts cutting out on one side of the earphones. Hell, sometimes I even get an electrical shock from one side of the earphones. Then all 3 of those things happen at the same time. This usually lasts for a couple of days, until the inevitable happens. Yep, one side of my earphones break. Now, at this point, a normal person would probably throw away this broken pair and fork out the $20 or so to get one that actually functions. But calling me normal is like calling New Zealand a respectable country. We all know it's a lie. Usually I would just put up with using only one side of the earphones, but after listening to only half the instruments and vocals in something like David Bowie's Space Odyssey, you start to go a tiny bit insane.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Not nice, is it? The funniest part about this whole situation to me was the lengths I'd go to so I didn't have to buy a new pair of earphones. Do any of you know what headphone splitters are? They are essentially an adapter that lets you play the audio from one device into 2 separate headphones. I found one we had laying around and decided to grab 2 broken pairs of earphones I had and stick them into this splitter. And this would let me listen to the working side of each earbud to make it seem like I had one working pair of earphones. It was a brilliant idea, Nobel Prize worthy if I do say so myself. However, in hindsight, you don't need to be a genius to realize how dumb of an idea this was. Not only would it be easier just to buy a pair of headphones instead of having to carry around 2 separate ones and a cheap dongle in my pocket, but I would look like less of a moron if I just used the one pair. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like some dongles in my life, but I'm sure even Elton John would agree with me that this is just a tiny bit excessive. In saying all of this, guys, I bring to the table a solution to the issue. For Christmas of 2017, I ended up buying myself a pair of Bluetooth headphones, and I love them. Unfortunately, they are way too big for me to feel comfortable wearing them in public, and I don't really want to risk losing my $80 headphones. So now I just use them wired as my main PC headphones and wireless whenever I'm doing errands around my house. As for when I go out, I have one last pair of Apple EarPods, so let's just hope they last. But I'm not liking my chances. So that video took a while to make, but as you can tell I've tried to change a few things up with it, and for once I'm proud with what I've been able to do. Having a stationary character against a blue paper background got kinda boring to me if I'm gonna be honest. So I figured adding both animation to my character as well as adding extra animated and real life scenes would spice things up a bit. So I hope you all enjoyed the style experiment. I'll probably make a few more changes to it over the next few videos, but let me know in the comments if you have any other feedback for me. I mainly did things the way I did in this video because it was my first time using the style, so please forgive me if it's a bit different. Thank you all for watching this video and for being very patient for me to make it. It sucks that I haven't had the time to dedicate myself to this channel, but yet again, you've all shown that you'll gladly wait, and I'm forever grateful for that. Make sure you hit subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, and if you're feeling extra nice, maybe join my Discord server or follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Alright, enough self-promotion, I gotta go charge my wireless headphones. They just died on me. Until next time, my name is Drizzle.